everybody. We're right at 2 months away from our 20-mile hiking trip on the Appalachian Trail. And I want to give you guys some food for thought, or thought for food. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover some of the things that I've eaten on the trail, and you guys can think about what you want, and we can start making lists. I guess one of the first things to point out is that you have to carry all of your food in a bag like this. Yep, I just turned the screen. Hopefully it didn't flip you over. I got everyone a set of bags like this. It's the same size. It's a 10 liter. The red bag will be more for small items of clothing. Blue bag is like protecting your electronics and things like that. And the big yellow bag is for food. So, start with is every morning. This is just me, but I like to have 2 packs of oatmeal. A cup of coffee. It has instant coffee with my sweetener and creamer already mixed in. That's just my favorite. And then sometimes I will have breakfast essentials. And what I do is I take the breakfast essentials and a portion of non-fat dry milk. I mix them together and I put them in their own bag. So all I have to do is add water and everything is yummy. So that's what I do for breakfast. You guys might want to do something different, fruits or something like that. It needs to be dry, it needs to be light. So it takes a little bit of creativity. So moving on. Snacks, we'll get snacks in a minute. Lunch. If you noticed when I said I made coffee, that means I have to boil water. Make oatmeal means I have to boil water. So I usually do the boiling in the mornings and at night for supper. At lunch, I like to stop on the trail and have something a little bit lighter that doesn't require any kind of cooking. So one of my favorites is these street tacos. They're just a small tortilla. They fit perfectly in these bags. And I'll just spread peanut butter across there and have me a peanut butter sandwich. But there's these things, and they're all different kinds of flavors if you look for them in the store. This one's tuna, that one's chicken salad. I think all 3 of those are chicken salad. For some reason though, since I bought them, I just haven't had an appetite for them. Shame. I'll stick with the peanut butter myself. And then add to that a Clif Bar, which is kind of borderline between a meal and a snack. One of the things I guess I haven't said is I try to have everything with a high amount of protein for muscle building and something that's going to be swell up good and fill you up too. So the Clif Bars are really high in protein. They're not something that you would want to eat day in and day out. They're 250 calories per bar. And where is the protein? There it is. 9 grams of protein. It's really dense, really chewy. You have to drink water with it. All right, so that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So dinner, I do a little bit more of a mixture of things. I get bored quick. So actually I have this in the wrong spot. This is more of a drink. And this is protein powder that's vanilla, similar to the breakfast essentials. So I'll move it back over there. So for dinner, I bought one of these one time and I haven't quite tried it. I just guess I'm too lazy when I get to camp, but it lasts forever. You can cook it up on a fire or something. I've discovered couscous, which basically tastes kind of like flavored breadcrumbs. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's really filling, and it's a little bit spicy, so it's good. And then these mashed potatoes, you buy those in a bag, and then you can split it up into smaller Ziplocs. Like that one's 4 cheese, and it just says, add 1 cup of water. That's water for those of you that spell properly. This one is loaded mashed potatoes. And you just add 1 cup of water. And so that's boiling water. You add it into the bowl, mix it up, and it turns into mashed potatoes. This is home style. And what I would do is this will probably make 3 or 4 packs. I'm not going to split that up because that's actually in our pantry. Something else that we could do is mac and cheese. What I would do with these is I will take them out of the bowl and put them in a Ziploc because everything has to pack down small to fit in the bag. And then, wait a minute, how'd that get in here? That's for later. See, as an alternative for supper, and sometimes even breakfast, are these mountain houses. They are a little bit more expensive. They're like $8 or $9 a pack. Notice they have a high protein. They're also high in sodium too. But you can have that. You can have chicken and dumplings. They have chili mac and cheese. Those are all sold at Walmart, so easy to get a hold of. And as I'm bouncing around, so that was supper. A lot of times for dessert and evenings, I like to have some hot chocolate. There again, boiling at night and in the morning, not so much at lunch. Snacks throughout the day. I love my Snickers bars, and my physique shows it. But then you can have any of these other kinds of bars or peanuts, mixed nuts, anything that's small and packageable. There again, this is a crossover, so it could also count as a snack. And then for drinks, mainly water, but I like to flavor my water with energy drinks or something with some vitamin B in it. What's really, I found really important for me is I sweat a lot, and I have to have at least every other bottle with Pedialyte, Sport, or I have another thing, it's an electrolyte. Being it'll be hot and sweaty, that will make sure everyone keeps their electrolytes up because you don't want to get dehydrated and run out of salt. And let's see here, skipping around, I'm flying all around here, and there's an important one for me. I sleep in a hammock, and when I get in a hammock, about an hour later, my legs cramp up after a day of hiking, so I have this hanging there. It tastes awful if you don't like pickles, but it makes cramps go away immediately. And so I'll just open up a little bit of that package and suck it down and watch the cramps go away so I can go to sleep. And then I also have some vitamin C, immunity support stuff. That's a nice little additive, just if you're feeling down and weak. And I think that's about everything I have on my sheets. I will show you what one day of Ziploc bag looks like. And just as okay, so this is 1 day's worth of meals that I have. And the things, everything I included a minute ago, the mashed potatoes, the Snickers bars, the hot chocolate. And that day I'm gonna have chicken dumplings, oatmeal. That's 1 day. And so we're gonna be gone for 3 days and 2 nights. So you'll have something similar to this. You may not eat as much as I do. Oh, and I throw the lunch stuff on top so it's easier to get a hold of. So anyway, that's something for you guys to think of, and we'll start communicating back and forth so that we make sure we fill out your food bag and make sure you don't starve and have to eat squirrels and stuff. All right, this is Tom, I'm out.